Hey. I think it's working. I need clarification on the volume level and the quality. I can't really do anything about it. I hope the quality is fine. It looks fine on my end, but I'm the source end, so I think it's always going to be fine. But mostly need to know the volume level. It doesn't look like it's that loud. So that's the mute button. I figured that out. This is my first time doing it like this. So I'm a little bit stupid because I don't know things. Decided to pop in a little bit early just to see. Volume sounds good. Okay, perfect. Because like there's a little volume bar, and when I talk, it only goes up to like 2. So I don't know if that's bad. I don't know if that's bad. But anyway, sounds great. Cool. That's what I like to see. So yeah, just decided to pop in a little bit early. Talk to you guys. It's only 2 minutes early, but you know. Pardon the mess over in this region. Still kind of getting everything situated. Took a bit of a hiatus from organizing back here because card games are fun. But it's coming along. It is coming along. So this is going to be a backdrop for when I'm recording with my camera from this direction. And then this will be the backdrop from when I'm recording with my webcam, which will happen more. I recorded a video last week. No, I was gone last week, the week before last. Doing like a news show, not really a news show, but kind of just talking about everything that's been new in all of my little fandoms. And I really wanted to test a format like that out because I think it'd be a really fun video to do. And a lot of people always talk about, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And some people don't listen to Geek Each Week. Some people don't watch R of the Streets, even though you should be doing both. Some people don't follow me on Twitter or just Twitter. I don't use anything else because I don't understand it. So there's that. I wanted to do that to kind of get all of my thoughts out there. And I recorded it. It went well, but the thing that I used to record, like recorded it in like 480p. It was gross. So I just flat up decided to scrap it completely. I didn't have the time on that day to re-film it because it took me like 30-40 minutes to film. And so I just scrapped the whole thing. But that still might come back because it does seem like an idea that I want to work with. But yeah, we'll see. I don't have a list of names as much as I would like one, so I'm just going to have to look at the chat. So we got Drake Hagler, Ciaran? I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Porter, Edward. Hi, Edward. Soundboard, Tom Man 256, Kyle, Ultra 01, Rye Guy, Wyatt. Hi, everyone there. We have 27 people watching at the moment. So it is 7 o'clock. So I guess we'll just jump into it. Before I start, does anyone not know what is happening right now? I will answer when we're done. I might answer some questions. I don't want to get into questions right now because I want to unbox this. But I think Ryu Soldier's very meh. But no, I'm not going to be in Minneapolis because I'm too poor to travel. So now, so yeah, this is the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid Morphin Masters bundle. For those that don't know, the Heroes of the Grid is a tabletop board game, kind of RPG game kind of thing. So it's not a video game or anything like that. Hi, Glenn. I've been doing great, actually. Not great, but great. I've been happy. We'll say that. And there is a fly in this room, so if I get startled by something, it's the fly. This is a Morphin Masters bundle. That was the Kickstarter for this game, and this was the gritty. This is the gritty reboot of my channel. And this was the big tier, like the $300 tier or something like that. It might have been more than that. I don't remember. But this was everything. This is the base game, the Shattered Grid expansion, a bunch of exclusive Kickstarter-only figures, Megazord, Cyclops, everything is in here that you could get, except for the Bulk and Skull pack. That was just announced like two or 3 weeks ago. And that was available at Comic-Con, and I think it's going to be available at Gen Con too. Is that... All right. If there's noise, cat just got home. So if there's noise, it's the dogs, it's the cats, it's whatever. So there might be some noise in the background because I waited too long to start this, but I wanted to start it at the top of an hour. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to just pile garbage behind me on the floor. I hope no one minds. And if I miss anything in the chat because I'm working on this, I apologize. We'll get back there momentarily. So packing material. Oh my gosh, this is so much stuff. All right. I would like to start with the base game. I don't know where that is. Is this the base game? Or no, that's the big box. All right, we'll do that. Hi, Joey. Hi. We'll start with. I'll pull everything out of the box. Actually, better idea. As I roll over all of this trash, let me get this onto the floor. There we go. That was totally my foot, but that's okay. All right. So I'm rolling over packing material. Help. Good enough. Whatever. So I'll empty this out and put it on the table. That will be a little bit easier to manage, I think. So we did it. All right. So like I said, I'm going to take everything out of the package, put everything up here. And then if we're not too far in, I'll open up everything and kind of show some things off pretty quick. So first up is the Cyclops figure. That was a really weird effect it had. I'm going to close the window, actually, so pardon. There we go. There we go. The color's a little more balanced now. Yeah, so we have the Cyclops figure. You can see the stream in Cyclops. I'll put it over here. It's a little better. So Cyclops. And of course, you can't have Cyclops without the Megazord figure. So that is right there. Maybe if I scoot my window over a little bit. There we go. So Megazord. So we got those two. I actually don't remember what was Kickstarter exclusive and what wasn't. So we'll have to take a look at that later. I honestly don't remember. We have the Foot Soldier pack right here. So this includes extra Mastodon Sentries, Putties, Z Putties, Super Putties, and Tengas. So you get more bad guys to fight when you have this. And keep in mind, like just looking at the back, everything in here is unpainted, unfortunately. But given the content of what we got out of like 300, it's easy to see why this wasn't painted. I would have loved it if it was painted, but unfortunately they are not. But they look cool nonetheless. So there is that. Next up is the villain pack. Who villains? More bad guys. So this includes Rito, Master Vile, Crayfish, and Paluticorn. Because that was one to pick for some reason. I kind of understand the others. So we got that. More bad guys. We have a pack of Ranger dice. There we go. So these are all translucent dice that match the color of the Rangers. So we have like red, pink, and green right here, and you have blue, white, yellow on the side. And then black is right up there. So those look really cool. Obviously, the 1 is like a 1-point hit. The 2 is a 2-point hit. Usual board game mechanics apply. So we got that, and now we have the big boxes. So this is this the main game? This is so heavy. I'm actually not 100% sure what's in here. I thought this was the big box to hold all the extra stuff in, but this is really heavy. So this might actually be the base game. So sorry. All right, so that's the base game, I think. I stress to think. No, the base game's right there. What's in that then? Pumpkin wrapper. So, oh, that's more stuff. I don't know. We'll find out when we get to it. Oh, that's all the Kickstarter exclusives. Okay, that makes sense. That's why everything is very heavy, because there was a lot of Kickstarter exclusive stuff. So here is the Shatter Grid expansion for the game. Obviously featuring Draken up here and the Hyperforce Rangers on the side. I will tell you what, I am so incredibly happy that they kind of went all in on Hyperforce stuff in this pack. Because it was such a great thing for the franchise at the time, and something that they unfortunately haven't done again since. And I really hope Hyperforce can get some love in a comic or a season 2 or an animated special or something, because it created a little facet of the Ranger world that I would love to dive back into. And Joey, that actually is a plan. Once I kind of combine everything together, I don't know if it'll be this Saturday. It could be this Saturday. I'll bring it this Saturday, especially if we only have one pre-release. But so yeah, we'll figure this out. So there's the Shatter Grid expansion. This includes the Black Dragon, Mastodon Sentries, Draken, Ranger Slayer, all the Hyperforce Rangers, and Lauren. Oh, and Time Force Pink as well. And Lauren is... Ooh, Lauren in her super mode. That's cool. So there is that. And then finally... Finally, the base game itself. So this you'll be able to buy on store shelves. I don't know what stores. I know because I talked to my local game store owner, and he was like, "Do you need this?" I'm like, "No, I went all in on the Kickstarter, bro." But yeah, so I know like game stores and stuff have the potential to buy this, and anything else that's not this box right here. Everything else should be purchasable from normal like game stores. I don't know if you're going to be able to walk into a Target and find it, but if you go to like a local game store or something like that, you should be able to either find it or have them order it for you. And I'm sure Amazon and stuff will have them too. So if my door flings open, hi.
I'm sorry. Hannah's meowing. I don't know where she is. So I was just trying to find her.
Oh, she might be in the bedroom.
Oh, thank you.
Because I closed the door. She might have been back there. So that's on my bed. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right.
Sorry.
You're good.
I didn't know she was in here or not.
No, she's probably in the bedroom.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what do we open first? Also, sorry for the camera focus thing. That's really weird. Gameplay for Battle of the Grid. I don't have a capture card. If I had a capture card, I could do that, but I don't, so I'm not. But it would be fun. It would be fun. But yeah, I have to look into capture cards. I know it's really easy. Just the Elgato, the thing. So let's do the base game first, because that makes sense to me. Oh, all right. Scoot that out of the way. Scoot that out of the way. All right. Let's dig in, shall we? Oh, that was nice and easy. Ages 14 and up, 2 to 5 players, and takes roughly an hour to play. That's what this side of the box says. So that's what I'm going at. All right. All trash now goes into this bottom box. So first of all, this reflects a lot less when the plastic's off. I have it on Switch, so I can't do that. But I could buy it for PS4, I suppose. But so all beautiful Dan Mora artwork on all of these boxes. Very pretty. So I love the fact that they contracted Dan Mora to do this because he's amazing. And no, I haven't got any Shadow Pokemon yet. I was out shopping with my mom today because we meet up on Tuesdays to do grocery shopping for our respective households. And every stop I looked at was not a Rocket stop. So I've not got any Shadows yet. And it's sad. Full playthrough of the game. By the game, I hope you mean this game. In which case, maybe we've been talking about it for... whenever I say PowerRanger.com, it's really weird because it's not actually the URL. But Power Ranger without the vowels.com. We're planning on like a live stream thing, and there's Hana. She's going. I might have to open the door at some point and let her in. She's a feisty thing. So we're planning a live play session with a lot of the staff members. At some point, we're just trying to work out the logistics of how to do it. And I'm sure our group at The Streets want to do something just like that. So hopefully, I did get several Straw Hat Pikachus. No shinies yet, though. I'm working on it. So here's the rule book. I have to read that. It's very big. So we got that. This is a winter product catalog for Renegade Games. So if you want to look at anything else they do. Power up your game. Joke's on you, I have all of these. And it does advertise the comics. Good on them. If you're not reading the comics, you should read the comics. Alright, so these are just pieces. Like Angel Grove High is a location in the game. These are all different tile markers and stuff like that. I kind of read the rules, but not well enough. So I have to open up, like, unpunch all of these. That's my chore tonight, is to go through all these boxes and unpunch everything in here. So we have Angel Grove Park and the Command Center. If I remember right, all Rangers start in the Command Center. Industrial District. Is there anything on the back? Oh, it tells you special things. At the start of each battle in this location, each Ranger may draw one card and then place one card from their hand back on the top of their deck. Yeah! Alright, so there's that. The juice bar. And this one was punched out already for me. Heck yeah. So let's just keep track of the Ranger power levels and all that fun stuff so you can summon the Megazord and all that neat stuff. Here's the grid logo on the back. It does give you a bunch of little baggies right here, presumably for all of these like tokens that were on this page over here. What team? Zeo already got confirmed. Zeo did win the vote. I don't know if that's confirmation enough, but I'm assuming they're going to make Zeo because of the vote. If I had to pick, obviously I would pick SPD. The SPD Rangers were in there enough for Shattered Grid, so I think it would work well. Will you do a written review of these? I could do something after I play a little bit, get some play sessions. I could definitely do a written review for these. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, sup. All right. All right. Y'all distracted me, Ellen. I'm like talking, and then y'all say something, and I answer it, and then I stop. All right. So this is everything else that's in the box. Lots of tape. Oh, so much noise. I'm sorry. I'm fairly certain this is obnoxious in the microphone. But, all right. So these are the Putties. All right, is it fine? Like, is it okay? It went away. Perfect. So there's the Super Putty. I don't know. There we go. There's a Super Putty. He's a something. The detail in these little figures are very good. It sucks that they're unpainted, but they're really good. So I dig them. So yeah, if that thing pops up again, I'm sorry. And then these are the normal Putties. Right there, kind of focused, sort of. Kind of. There we go. So normal Putties. These guys look cool too. What the heck? So that is all for the bad guys in the base game, at least in this tray. Will you fall if I put you there? No? Perfect. Alright, so these are the bigger character cards. I did see the trailer for Legend of the White Dragon, and no, I will not support it. I'm not against it, but I don't have the money to support it, and I've seen so many of these like actor-based Power Ranger fan things happen and then die out, or happen and not be good. Actually, none of them really have happened. The only one I remember fully happening is Zordon and Veltar, and that was actually really good. But yeah, it's not my thing. It's not my thing at all. I feel that we'll be fortunate enough to actually be able to do it, because Hasbro Legal will probably swoop in and do something about it. Because there's definitely some stuff. All right, I'll talk to you about it, but there's a lot of figures here. There's a lot of figures here. But we'll talk about it. So we got Jason, Billy, Zach, Kim. No, Kim, come back. Kim fell down. Or no, Zach fell down. Kim, Trini, Tyrannosaurus, Saber-toothed Tiger, Mastodon, Triceratops, Pterodactyl, and the Dino Megazord. So really cool. I dig these. These are neat. Like I said, it helps that there's Dan Mora artwork. Oh, Zach, you flew. Hold on, I'm retrieving Zach from the depths of my floor. Zach retrieved. And yeah, they said the order was happening as a graphic novel, but we haven't seen anything about that either. Here are the basic die that come with the game. They're just generic clear ones, and there's not a lot of them. There's only the 6, so you have to keep passing them around. But if you buy the dice pack, then each player has 2 dice to work with. So it works out a lot better. And they're colorful. They're colorful, people. Yeah, this does feel like a pretty good card stock. This one, it's actually pretty thick, to be honest. Like pliability-wise, like they bend, but they're not thin at all. It's a nice glossy finish, too. So these are nice card stocks. At least in my opinion, having played a bunch of card games. Now, I don't know about these ones. How much was this in the end? It was over 3. I'd have to look. 380, maybe? I don't remember, but you have to figure you're getting the base game, which would retail for probably $60. And then the expansion would probably be 40 or something like that. I might be lowballing these too. All of this was Kickstarter exclusive. These packs are probably at least 20 a piece. These figures are probably 15 a piece. So it does add up. And plus it was a Kickstarter, so you're like funding the game, because if it didn't work, then it would have never been made. So there is that too. Watch for 5 minutes as I can't get this deck of cards open. The base game is 90? That's a big oof. See, when you Kickstarter it and just like throw a lot of cash at them, was it 240? Yeah, I think you're right. It ended up being roughly 300 after like the taxes and the shipping and all of that, and plus the bulk and skull pack if you bought that. But yeah, so yeah, 240 sounds right. I'm highballing the Kickstarter. I think I'm lowballing the prices. So there's that. I'm not going to go through all of this card art because we'd be here all day. But you have character-specific cards. So here's Pink Rangers, Red Rangers, Yellow Rangers. So this will make up the deck for the player. So here is all of Zach's cards. So this would be like his deck. Excuse me. Decks are small, obviously. And here are the bad guy stuff. Yeah, the Megazord figure. We'll get to the Megazord figure, but no, it looks great. All right, so that is those cards. Here is another deck. Lots of decks of cards. Watch me be wrong about half the things I say in this stream. All right, so here's all like more villain cards, and these are the action cards for the villains. So like here's one of Rita's action cards. So the villains all have decks as well. These are going to be a lot of card sleeves if I choose to sleeve these decks. That's terrifying, actually. Joe, you bought all those dragon shields. Let's use them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So here is, what's his name? Bones? The bone guy with the sword. So we got him. Sorry. So loud. We got Nasty Knight. What about Charmander? Some people do sleeve board game cards. I care less about board game cards. There's a Charmander right there next to the Nendoroid Red. If that's what you're talking about. Like right there. I don't know. Charizard? Charizard's right there. 2 Charizards. And a Solgaleo. Where was I? Nasty Knight. Madam Woe is right there. Like I said, the detail on these are phenomenal. Here is Rita. Traditional Rita. We'll get to a different Rita later in the Kickstarter box. I might end up sleeving mine. Just Rita, get in the box. I might be sleeving all of mine just because I'm a little anal like that. And here's the best monster in all of Power Rangers history. Budgie Pig with his giant fork and knife. I have loved Pudgy Pig since I was a wee lad. And the figure could eat things, and it was great. And yeah, sleeved cards do feel better to play with. Plus, for fun skis, you could sleeve all of the decks in their appropriate Ranger color. Yeah, there it is. You use purple for the villains. Because their chances of making a purple Ranger are probably pretty slim because there's only like 4. Here's the Pink Ranger. With her bow. How many to a deck? Not a lot. And it depends what you do for the villains. Because like each villain has their own group of cards too. There is the Red Ranger. With the Power Sword. My camera is washing. Ah, you right. MMPR Purple is getting a figure. Never mind. Scratch the purple. You can't do orange either. How often do I do lives and show your collections? I've been on hiatus for almost a year. I'm only doing this because I'm really bored and I want to talk to you guys and I want to show off all this cool stuff. So there's the Yellow Ranger, the Power Daggers. But yeah, I am in the process of getting back into everything with my new setups and all that fun stuff. So soon, and I do plan on doing a lot more live streams because live streams are fun. Got Blue Ranger with the Power Lance. I'm kind of going through these really quick. If I find there's that fly. There we go. If I find the time, I will take some photos of some of these and put them up on my blog. If not, I'm sure someone will be taking photos of all of these, and I will link them in the description or post them on Twitter, retweet them on Twitter, and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on the retweet RT styles changing on one art styles changing on one character? What character? I'm not sure if I know what you are referring to. Please assist. Alright, so that is everything in the base game. Yeah, we made it through one thing and we're a half hour in. Yay. Some of these will get a little bit faster, though. Alright, so there is that. There is the bottom of the box. Oh. Alright. Are you in? You're sideways. You're sideways, but you're in. There's all those. The rule book. That's an ad. I can throw the ad away. Oh, I forgot the baggies. The baggies gotta go in here. And all that can go in the trash too. Alright, one down. Okay. A lot of air. And oh, man. Oop. Okay. Saved it. We saved it, boys. And girls. And everybody else. Okay. I'll take a look at it when we get to the Hyperforce stuff in here. I won't care as much. Things happen. I'm a really easy person to please, honestly. So, like, with one art being off doesn't particularly bother me all that much. But we'll see. We'll see. It might look like garbage. We'll see. I mean, if it was from the comic, it's Daniele. And Daniele's art is the bomb diggity. Oh my god, why am I so bad at this? Oh my gosh. Pardon the dumb. Some Draken attack cards? Absolutely. Alright, another advert. Introduction. Lord Draken is evil. Yeah, I know. So here's all the contents of this box. So now we can move on to the next one now. Attaching cards. Integrating expansion content. Attaching cards. Time Force headquarters. This is some stuff, man. This is some stuff. Hold on. I've got messages to answer. Come to my stream. Alright. Another catalog. I don't need that. Alright, so you got more stuff. I'm just going to punch these out right now, because half of them are falling out anyway. You need Hyperforce Green, Time Force Silver. Yes, we do. I really do hope that that's the next 2-pack, because they did the Bulk and Skull pack, and I really hope the next pack after that is Hyperforce Green and Time Force Silver, just because we can have a double Joe pack, and I just... Time Force Silver is kind of here or there, but I definitely want a Hyperforce Green because I want to finish the Hyperforce team. But anyway, Time Force HQ is right here. The Zord Graveyard. is another location, and the Resistance hideout from the Coinless world is another added location. So from my understanding, I think you put the HQ in the middle and you just attach the locations around it. I think that's how that works. This one still has tape on it, right? You still have tape? You're gonna annoy me with tape, right? All right, we got there kind of. Oh, I don't have to take this one out of the box because it's only one layer, he says. There we go. All right, so these are the character cards for this expansion. We have Marv, Hyperforce Red, Vesper, Hyperforce Black, Jack, Hyperforce Yellow, Chloe, Hyperforce Pink, and Eddie, Hyperforce Blue. We have Jen, Time Force Pink, Lauren, Samurai Red in her super mode. Then we have the Zords. We have the Lion Hyperzord, the Serpent Hyperzord, the Ram Hyperzord, and the Cerberus Hyperzord. Then we have the Phoenix Hyperzord, and then the Kronos Hyperforce Megazord, which is a big name. Oh, and you get the Time Flyer, and you get the Bullzord, which is apparently Lawrence. So there we go. So there's that. You wanted Draken attack cards, yeah? He's hard. Stop freezing. All right. Does she only get 2 cards? Oh, no, they're stuck together. Oh, they're stuck together. That's a no-no. Anyway, you got Jen's cards, Lauren's cards, Mastodon Troopers, which are the bad guys in this, Ranger Slayer, Black Dragon, Lord Draken's character thingy, all of their attack cards, Ranger Slayer attack cards. Are Draken attack cards in here? No. Oh, yep, they're there. All right, Draken attack cards. You have that one. Couple of that one. Dominate. Ooh. Havoc Below, which is great. And is that? Oh no, it's not. And then these 2. Right there. So nothing too crazy. Mostly all uses art from the comics. So it's going to be mostly Dan Mora art and Daniele art. So, and that's never a bad thing, in my humble opinion. And yeah, Nitro, I don't have the Pokemon. I mean, I have the Pokemon channel still, but I just combined them together because having 2 channels was really counterintuitive. All right, Hyperforce Red action cards. These are all really cool. Most of these are Dan Mora art, except for Pink. Apparently, why is because the Blade Blaster all is the same image. So Pink is different. Where the hell is pink? All right, there we go. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. So, like, Dan Mora artwork, and then all of a sudden, Daniele comics still. So yeah, I see what you mean. I definitely see what you mean. I don't know why that happened. Does she have like an extra card? I don't know. Yeah, that is really strange. Jen's is obviously Daniele art from the comics. So there is cards and cards and cards. I'm gonna sneeze. Here's the Mastodon sentries. And they're really small. So they're hanging out right there. Like I said, detail's good. Detail's great. But not so much the paint, because the paint's non-existent. And here's Chloe, like, next to the Mastodon sentry. Like, they're so tiny. And hello to everyone that is entering the stream. I appreciate your existence and support. Unfortunately, I forgot what her scythe was called because she like never used it in the actual game. But there we go. Does your Green Ranger have his left arm? I haven't gotten there yet. I don't think. No, I haven't gotten there yet. I hope my Green Ranger has his left arm. Are people's Green Rangers not having their left arm? That's unfortunate. Where did you buy it? This was from the Renegade Studios Kickstarter. So it's not actually available to purchase from any stores yet. Soon, though. I think September is when they were shooting for retail sales. All right, so here's Draken. And he is sculpted. Great. Look at them abs. Hyperforce. Blue. A lot of the detail gets lost in the Rangers, just because they're a little bit more on the generic side of things. Here is Lauren. There's been issues with the shields on the White Ranger cards. I don't know what that means. I haven't gotten to there yet either. Oh yeah, that's in the Kickstarter thing. Lauren, get in the box. I was like, wait, there was supposed to be a Green with Evil expansion. I forgot. That was a Kickstarter exclusive. Sirius Vesper. Christina V herself. Time Force Pink. Am I going to Morphicon 2020? That is a good question, because I don't know at the moment. They decided to do it on the same weekend I normally go away on a family trip for my mom's birthday. So that puts a little bit of it... Get out! A little bit of a damper on things. There's Hyperforce Red. But I want to. I definitely still want to, because it's always fun. It's one of my chances to see a lot of my friends. So, still trying, but I'm also trying to go to Ranger Stop this year in November. That's in Orlando, because John Toohey's going to be there. And I got to meet my John Toohey. But at the very least, if I don't get to Ranger Stop, I hope they invite John Toohey to Morphicon. And Ranger Slayer, who is not cast in pink, because she's a bad guy in this game, which isn't wrong. Oh, how do I do this? Ranger Slayer, how did you... Oh, like that. Okay. We did it. So that is it for this Shattered Grid expansion. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, moving on. I'm gonna do the Kickstarter stuff last. because it's exclusive. And because I want to get to the tournaments. I'm not going to bother opening the dice on stream. I mean, they're just dice. You can see exactly what they are right there. Yeah, Morphicon is happening. And yes, I will try to do more of these because it is fun. It is indeed fun. I'll have to make up reasons on why I stream sometimes, because like this time I had this huge thing to unbox that I could do for like an hour, hour and a half to make it stream worthy. But most of the times I just sit here and do nothing. And that's not very fun for a stream. I can do a stream about watching me open things because I suck at it. Ugh. Alright. So this is the villain pack number 1. That contains all of them. Oh, the Beast-X Ultrazord set? I don't think I'm going to get the Ultrazord set, but I will get all the individual Zords because I feel I'll find those first. Because their thing on... See, this one doesn't have tape. You can't fool me like that, guys. Be consistent. What was I talking about? Oh, the Ultrazord. Yes, I'll do something cool for the Ultrazords. Yes, the YouTube algorithm sucks. I could go on a whole rant about that. I could. But yeah, my actual sub count doesn't matter at all. Just trust me on that. They are D6s, but they don't have like numbers on them because like there's a 1, a 2, the circle thingy, more circle thingies. There's another 2. I don't know if there's any other symbols on here. There's 2 1s you can see on blue right there. So they are D6s, but they're not normal. But yes, Ultrazord live stream sounds actually really fun. Just need to find them first. We could. I streamed a couple Pokemon unboxings. Yeah, we can talk about that. I have to do that with my phone though. July 28th is the reset for Beast Morpher Zords. Oh, that's cool. I would know these things if Target didn't dump all of their seasonal employees. I'm not bitter. Don't worry about it. So yeah, oh, that's right around the corner. That's only like a week from now. That's awesome. So yeah, I'll check Target around that time. So there's Commander Crayfish. There he is. Here is Master Vile, who's oddly small. The figures coming out, they should be coming out relatively soon because they're due out in fall 2019 and the Zords are fall 2019. So they should be out fairly soon-ish, maybe in a month or so. There's Paluticorn. And here is Rito, who looks fantastic. A little bit of design liberties here, but I dig it a lot. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Zords. They're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but this is also Hasbro's first outing into Power Ranger Zords. Yes, I know they have Transformers. They should be able to do transformation things really good, but they also didn't have a whole lot of time to make these toys. Like Hasbro got the license like in April of last year and had to have toys ready within a year. That's a really big turnover rate. I do think they are a little bit lanky. They might look better in person, but I do agree that particularly the cheetah does look a little bit lanky, and Gorilla has that weird thing where he's standing straight. It's weird, but anyway. But yeah, I can do that if I find them all at a reasonable time together. If not, I'll open the ones I find and then just do a stream about it once they're all together. So there are their character cards, and here's just all of their various action thingies. And yeah, I don't think they're going to break like the Bandai Japan ones did. Fortunately, Hi, Chad! Thank you for being a fan of me. I am not that exciting, but I appreciate any and all fan things. Uh, this unfortunately has some new things in it, so I do have to open this. Because the Putties, the Z Putties and the Tangas, are those in the Kickstarter too? Those might be in the Kickstarter one too. I don't know. I have to open it anyway, so I might as well. There we go. It helps if you make obnoxious noises when you do things. The Japanese versions of the... Again, I'm sorry for all these noises. I'm doing it right in front of the microphone, and that's really rude of me. I'm sorry. The Go Busters Zords, Go Busters Mecha, whatever, from Bandai Japan had these little clips. The same thing happened with Kyoryuger. And the clips were just really fragile and they broke over time. And so like my gorilla, one of his like leg parts had the joint snapped. So he, unfortunately, it doesn't affect it too bad, but like if you pick it up, that part falls off. It's like a clip now. And yeah, Kyoryuger has the same problem because the same clips are used for all of their stuff. So yeah, it's not good. This one has tape. What the? So mad. So we looked at those already. Here is the Tenga Warrior. Looking pretty decent. But yeah, so if you have Go Busters, Bandai Japan ones, be on the lookout. Don't mess with your toys too much, which is sad to say. But, and yes, this is a board game. A board/card game, because you have like a deck of cards that you use with the board game, which essentially is a board game. So, so I don't know why I'm saying this. Yeah, problem with the Kyoryuger mechs, I thought it was just because I got them secondhand. Nope. Dialga, it's not because you got them secondhand. It's just because they're bad. Not the toys. The toys are fine, but just those clips are bad. And they haven't really used those clips in a lot of things since then, because I think they kind of realized that they're fragile. But alright, so that was the villain pack. There wasn't... Was there any... No, there isn't even any cards in this one. It's all figures. Let's go into the Megazord figure next. The Kickstarter exclusive box is the one that's going to take the longest to do, I think. We did it. See, like I said, you just make obnoxious noises and it'll open. Alright, so there's no card or anything like that because the card is in the base game. Because you can play the base game without the Megazord figure, you just form the Megazord and there's no figure for it. But for those that want a figure, you get this. So you can have physical representation trapped behind tape. Open. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh my gosh, this looks great. Look at that. That is amazing. Look at the back detailing on that. Oof. Oof. Hi, Josh. And then the sword goes in his hand like a good sword. And there you go. There's your Megazord figure. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. If they had like a painted version of this that they sold, I would just have that as a desk display. That is fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to see Cyclops now. Oh, hold on. Cyclops should have a card, I think. Because I don't think he's part of the main game. Alright, so there's the Megazord. Here's Cyclopsis. I have to make more noises. Alright. Cyclopsis Deluxe figure. So yeah, he has cards. He includes cards. Because Cyclopsis is not part of the main game. Introduction. Cyclopsis is an evil Zord. So you have to like make Exodia with the Cyclopsis pieces. And you have to attack each limb like separately as like a character. That is all detailed back here. So that's more stuff I have to learn. Here is the cards for Cyclopsis. Boss. So here's Cyclopsis. He's right here. So here's all the Exodia pieces of Cyclopsis. And here is just cards that say Cyclopsis. Which are all... it's because the attack are on the other side. So, helps if you look at the right side of the stuff. And so you got the other artwork over there. So there's all of Cyclopsis' cards. As for Cyclopsis himself, check this out. Holy crap. Card details of the Kickstarter exclusives. I can see what I can do. Oh, lordy lord. Look at that. This is particularly good because we've never gotten like a good solid toy or representation of Cyclopsis, I don't think. So like this one in particular is just really cool. Plus it does scale pretty well with like the Super Robot Shogokin or the Retro Fire Zords. So if you just wanted a representation of Cyclopsis, this might actually be worth picking up just as a statue. So that is really cool. Plus painting wouldn't be too bad on your own for Cyclopsis because like he's mostly gray. You just have to add like the red and the gold. So that's not a whole lot. I mean, if you want to go all out, you can make him silver, but... Alright. So now let's dive in to... Oh, that's why they put him on the bottom. Can they go there? No, that's bad. Hold on. That's why they put him here. Alright. If I remember correctly, which I probably do not, the Kickstarter box should have enough room to store everything in here. I think. At least that's what I thought I remembered hearing. But I could be wrong. Alright, I'm caught on this playmat. Alright, here is the Kickstarter stuff. Let me get this off first. Oh, this is like Christmas. Except for a board game. Yeah, unfortunately... Get off. Get off. Unfortunately, right down here, my box did get a little bit dented. But if this is like a transportation storage box, I don't particularly mind that it get dented because I'm sure it will get dented more as I haul this around places. But you have Goldar right here. Ugh. And it's like textured a little bit. It's got like these little bubbles on it. So it's got like a nice texture to it. You got Pumpkin Wrapper on this side. You have Primitor on this side. You have Robogoat on that side. And you have the Ranger version of Primitor when he turned into that weird Red Ranger, Green Ranger hybrid right there. So that's really cool. And then on the back you have the Rita gang hanging out right there. So very beautiful box. As always, because Dan Mora is a Power Ranger artist god. Come on. All right. More box. We have the Green Ranger punching a putty. The Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield right there. Scorpion, or no, that's Ranger Slayer right there. And then Eye Guy right there. So that is everything on the box. Here's more stuff to punch out. Here is the shopping mall location. The dockyard. The dockyard location. The power plant location. And I've got a comment about that in a second. The Stone Quarry location, because what is Power Rangers without a Stone Quarry? Yeah, Power Rangers is currently trending on Twitter, apparently. So for PowerRanger.com, we have a contest going on to win the Comic-Con Green or Gold Ranger, Red Ranger pack thing. Because Toku Chris got one to do a giveaway for. And part of the rules of that contest is to do hashtag Power Rangers. And so many people are entering that contest that we inadvertently made hashtag Power Rangers trending. So, hooray! Okay, so this is not room for if you put everything in baggies, you could put everything in here. So I need to figure out how to take this places. What the balls? All right. What? All right, let's just figure this out slowly but surely together. All right. Just dump everything out like that. Flip this over. Ah, character cards just fell out at me. All right. Let's look at the character cards because they decided they wanted to fly out. Why not? All right. So the character cards give us Tommy as the White Ranger. We have Tommy as the Green Ranger. We have the Jason as the Armored Red Ranger. Kimberly for Ranger Slayer. So there's a good version of Ranger Slayer in this box. So the one with that was in the Shattered Grid box, that one is a villain version of Ranger Slayer, so she's cast in gray plastic. This one is cast in pink plastic because she's the good version of Ranger Slayer. So there's Ranger Slayer Kimberly. These are the retro character cards that they did as a Kickstarter stretch goal. So Jason, Billy, Zach, Kim, and Trini. So these are just like really old style art from the 90s. Retro White Ranger Tommy, retro Green Ranger Tommy. And then we have alternate characters for the characters that had two identities. So this is the Rocky version of Mighty Morphin Red. So if you want to be Rocky instead of Jason, you have that option. There is the Adam version of the Black Ranger, the Cat version of the Pink Ranger, and the Aisha version of the Yellow Ranger. So if you wanted to be the alternate characters, you can be them with those. We have the White Tiger Zord, the Dragon Zord, the Grave Zord for Ranger Slayer. That was her Zord. Then we have the character card for Alpha 5, because why would you not have Alpha 5? And then what is this? Loyal Robot Rules card. In this mode, Alpha 5 is an extra member of the team not controlled by any single player. During setup, place Alpha 5's character card next to the Power Board Supportive AI side up. Then shuffle the Alpha 5 deck and place it nearby face down. During the game, players can interact with Alpha 5 deck and as specified on an Alpha 5's character card. Huh. Interesting. So there's an Alpha 5 like mechanic for the game. No, We don't need the kid versions. Stop. Okay, so here we go. Here's all this. Let's get to these, just because I want to get all the cards out of the way first. Okie dokie artichoke. All right. So we have Wizard of Deception character cards right here, which is really cool. This has to be all kind of new artwork. We have, move my mouse over, all the character cards for Scorpina right here. All of the character cards, not character cards, but like their actions for the characters. For Lord Zed, all of the character cards for Goldar right here. All of the, I have an ant problem in my house, I'm sorry. All the character cards for Robo Goat right there. Then we have Rhino Blaster. We do need a Wild West Ranger set. And that way you only need a set of 4 because you already got Kimberly. Oh no, you need 5 because you need the White Stranger. Pumpkin Ramber. Primitor. And Finster only has 5 character cards. 5 action cards. So there we go. And yeah, I don't know the full mechanics of the game completely, because like each of these like attack kind of cards have a health on them, so I don't know if that is the health of the character or what exactly it is, but that's what the rule book is for. So that is one set of character cards. We got tokens. Oh, there's more Finster cards. So he didn't get left out. He was just split between 2 decks. Some of these cards are sticking together, so just an FYI if people are getting these. Check your character cards, because they're sticking together a little bit. So there is the rest of Finster's cards. Here is iGuy's cards. So yeah, like I said, I don't know the full mechanics of the game, unfortunately. I was going to read the rulebook before I did this stream like weeks ago, but I didn't. So there is Evil Green Ranger. Gotta have some cool artwork here. Dragon Dagger. Dragon Rush. That's pretty generic, actually. Dragon Shield. This art's pretty cool. There. So that's pretty cool. And the Sword of Darkness. This was a cover. I'm pretty sure this was a comic cover, if I remember correctly. So there is the Evil Green Ranger cards. All of the cards for the Z Putties, which we don't have to take a look at because we looked at them already. All of the cards for the Tango Warriors. And then we have boss cards. So these are the cards for those boss characters. We have monster cards. So all like the Pumpkin Wrapper and Finster is a monster. iGuy is a monster. So all the monster character cards. And then these are the putty cards for the individual locations, because that's how the game works. So these should all be putties and Tanga cards for the locations. So there's those. And then these are the character card or action cards for the characters that we have in here. So, oh, these are Alpha's cards. So Alpha's blue. So Alpha's considered blue. Here it's like Alpha's cards. Yes, Jeff. I'll try to know the game so that when we get together next, I can properly explain it. Here is Dragon Dagger and Dragon Shield cards to add into the Red Rangers deck if you decide to play that version of the character. Here are good Ranger Slayers cards right there. I don't know if you can... Oh, Rebel Ranger Slayer is the good version of Ranger Slayer. So you can't mix like her cards with the normal Pink Ranger. So that's good to know. Okay, hold on. Alright, so here are the White Ranger cards. You have Fainting Slash, Flash Kick, Flying Tiger, Guardian Armor, I guess is what they want to call the Tiger Shield, Saba's Eye Beam, and Saba Slash. So it's missing the shields at the bottom. Tisk, guys. Tisk. Because yes, all of the other ones have shields at the bottom because they act as defense mechanisms, I would presume. The White Rangers do not have shields at the bottom because somebody can't check their cards before they're printed. So White Ranger gets no defenses at all. But yes, these are misprints. Oh, perfect. So Big Mac J just put a comment in the chat that shows the shield statistics for each card. So, yeah, good job, Renegade. I'm sure they'll probably print a pack that's correct and send them to at least all of the Kickstarter people. I know they can't do... That's true. I know they can't probably do one for like the retail release or have this fixed by the retail release, but it wouldn't be too hard to make sets for the Kickstarter people. Like we Kickstarted it. Come on. So there's the White Ranger stuff. They're broke. They have all of the Green Ranger stuff right here. But I just wanted to make note that this one is called Dagger Solo, and it's him playing the Dragon Dagger. Okay, did they say that they're going to send corrected ones out, or did they just say, hey, we screwed up and these are what it's supposed to be? Oh, if you email them? Okay, I will email them because I want correct cards. Because I don't want to confuse people. More importantly, I don't want to confuse myself. All right, so there are all the cards. We have these token thingies. So yeah, these they look like little hexagonal Mario coins. Email support. All right, that sounds cool. And then this token thingy is here with the lightning bolt on it. I don't know what it is, to be fair. Yeah, it was a printing fault. Like, that happens. Like I said, I play Pokemon, I play Vanguard. Printing errors happen. It always happens. It's PvE, Joy. I think you could probably modify the rules a little bit to be PvP. But I believe it's just PvE. Unless there's a person controlling the bad guys. But I don't think there is. Okay, what is in this pack? Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Alright, so this pack... Putties. Alright, so this top row. This is the... Oh, he's washed out. And yes, I do play Vanguard. There's the White Ranger with Saba. There you go. Give the friend that you don't want to do good the misprinted White Ranger cards. And then he goes, "Ah, Tommy sucks." So he picks a different character next time, so then you get to be the White Ranger with the corrected cards. There's Lord Zed. Right there. Ah, detail. Whoever sculpted these is great. So here is one of the Kickstarter exclusive. This is Rita in the comics, like before her current form, I guess. This is younger Rita. They call it Warrior Rita because this is how she dressed when she went and conquered planets and stuff. And before someone dubs her Sexy Rita, because that's probably going to happen. Here is Scorpina. Right there. And here is the evil Green Ranger with the Sword of Darkness. Oh yeah, stuff. So there. Sexy Rita. Can we get Sexy Rita trending on Twitter? Alright, so this is, I'm running out of room. Can you just sit there patiently, please? Alright, so this is irrelevant, I believe. Because this is all of the stuff we looked at already. So these are the Tangas and the Z Putties. And we did this already. So we can put this one away. Please don't fall on me. Please. Okay. And so here's the part that's good. Because this is all new stuff. So here is Goldar. A big old Goldar for your Rangers to fight. And yeah, Rita should have action cards. I'll look at that again in a second. Or Rita's action cards. Rita's action cards were in a different set. I don't think she herself has new ones. Say you want a Sexy Rita 2-pack? Please do that. You won't win the contest if you do, but it'll be funny and people won't understand. So there's Goldar. Nice and big Goldar. Here's a Oh, this is dope. This is dope. Look at that Wizard of Deception. He's going to kill you. I just said kill. I'm going to get demonetized. So there's Wizard of Deception. He's great. Here's a little tiny alpha. And a little tiny alpha. Ay. Etc. Alpha. Stay in your hole. Alright. Kerrigan's great. I love Kerrigan. Here is Robo-Goat. I can't do goat noises. That just sounded like he was drowning. There is Pumpkin Wrapper. Does he summon a Green Ranger? I'll look. I will look momentarily. So here is little Finster. Right there. Here is Eye Guy. Eye Guy is sculpted pretty good. Got all them little eyeballs. He got a bunch of little eyeballs on his booty too. Here is Primitor. Very cool. Here is the Rhino Beetle dude. Forgot what his name was. He's sculpted good too. Man. Alright, now for good guys. This is Ranger Slayer. Not morphed. So this is actually just like a sculpted comics Ranger Slayer Kim, which is kind of cool. the Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield right there, because of course. And then finally, the good Green Ranger, kind of playing the Dragon Dagger right there. So that is everybody, and that is everything. So it wanted me to check the Wizard of Deception cards. The lead ranger must discard their entire hand. Each ranger must draw 2 cards and then discard 2 random cards. At the end of this battle, if this card has not been defeated, deal 7 damage to each ranger. Okay, so each card has its own health, and you have to beat that card, otherwise the effect goes off. That's my guess. Just reading this. Deal 3 damage to each ranger. Drain 2 crystal thingies. While this card is in play, each time a ranger defeats a Wizard of Deception card, including this one, they must discard the top 2 cards of their deck. And now we're in a Scorpina deck. So no, there is no cards that summon Green Rangers for Wizard of Deception. I am sorry. But yeah, that's everything. How do I store all this? Yeah, that's everything. How do I store all this? Do I just deck box all of the cards and then like baggy the figures? Do I put them in a bag? Storage box? I don't know what to do. Like, I can't haul all these boxes around with me. That's too much. What do you guys think? What is the best way to store all this? Like, okay, storing is easy. You just keep them in the boxes and you put them on a shelf. But if I were to take this places, which I probably will, because it's a game, how do I do this? How does I transport? Alright, that is a good question for another day. Why is that so uneven? Okay, so let's go here. And the character cards go right here. Do they make sleeves for cards like these? I'll have to look. Roller Suitcase just for the game. You got it. And yeah, Joey, I was kind of thinking that too. Sleeve the character cards in their respective colors and just keep all the good guy cards together in a box. And I keep all the bad guy cards in a box. Oh, you're right. Those are kind of tarot-sized cards. Yeah. Do they make do they make sleeves for tarot cards? Fantasy Flight makes tarot sleeves? Of course they do. Fantasy Flight makes everything. For Ranger and Zord cards, 502 standard poker-sized cards for Rangers and Monsters and deployment decks. Yeah, Jeff, you're right. I'll check next time I go to Gamers, which will be Saturday. I'll check that little sleeve thing. And yeah, those are Fantasy Flight, right? I don't remember. But yeah. I'll have to get... Tarot's only come in clear. That's fine. I don't mind these cards particularly being in clear sleeves. You'll just have to dig for your appropriate card. But and to be fair, like, I don't mind wasting some sleeves for the Ranger colors because there's multiple different reds and stuff like that. But these ones in particular, like, it would be impossible to get like one White Ranger tarot sleeve. Like, that would just be kind of ridiculous. So I don't mind that. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Joey, we might have to sit at Gamers for a while on Saturday after the pre-releases and just try to figure out the best way of keeping all these situated. Does the base game box fit sleeved cards? Let's find out. Do I have... How do I not have a card sleeve over here? Oh, I do. There's a sleeve right here. There's a sleeve right here. All right. So this is the same size tray as the base game box. So just to prove a point, this is just a Dragon Shield fits in there just fine. And it does. It fits in the tray just fine. So yeah, the base game box does fit sleeved cards, and there's a big enough gap in these to where it should fit the decks sleeved anyway. So you should be okay if you sleeve all the base cards and keep them in the box, so you only have this box in particular. So yeah, that you can do that, yeah. We're learning. I like learning. All right, let me try to put this away. And then it's 8:23. We can chill out for a little bit. Not a whole lot because I'm hungry and I want to eat dinner. But, all right. Nice and gentle. This sits on here. Nice and not secure like. And then this one fits on top of this one. Also nice and not secure like. Alright. Here goes nothing. So 50 character sleeves. I feel like there wasn't 50, but I'll take your word for it. I think you're right. 502 standard size sleeves. That's a lot of sleeves, but we'll make do. I got store credit. We'll make do. We'll make do. I'll protect this game because the mail service didn't. Who sent this out? FedEx? Alright, I did this really stupid. But 1, 2, 3. Who? Ugh. Oh my gosh. Get in. Oh, there we go. Get that delicious noise. What should the Dino team up be called? What the Dino team up should be called. See, you can't do Day of the Dino because they did that already. Dinos in Danger. I like Dinos in Danger. Like Dimensions in Danger, but with dinosaurs. That's perfect. Why not? Do that. We don't need the orange sleeves yet. Correction, I will need the orange sleeves because I'll be getting my Bulk and Skull pack probably in like 2 days. Black, I think. Yeah, black we'll use for the Black Ranger. Ugh, base game. Shattered Grid. Alright. Alright, there we go. We did it, boys. We did it. Let's make a nice little backdrop here of stuff. Can't see the Megazord pack anymore. Megazord pack can go right here. And the Cyclops can go right here. Yeah, look at all this stuff that we unboxed. Hell yeah. Oh, the dice. The dice. Can't forget the dice. Okay. Sit right there. Okay, yay! We did it. All right. Yeah, that would. Honestly, anything Dan Ward does would be good for a poster. Any questions at all? I don't have answers if it's about the game because I don't know how to play the game. You post all the Facebook group. All right, I'll go check it out. I'll at least have the measurements written down. Hi, Jakester. Shuki mukbang. I would not subject anybody to that. My favorite Pokemon. I would turn the camera around right now. Oh, I can do you one better. I got this at Target today. It's a canvas print of Snorlax. I'm gonna hang it up somewhere. So this is something that I purchased today because I love this guy. He's great. So yeah, that's my favorite Pokemon, Snorlax and Munchlax. I like them both equally because they're a family. Thoughts on Commoner 01. Everything looks cool. The trailer looked cool. The forms look cool. Don't particularly know how I feel about the show yet because it's not out, or the toys because they're not out. But the canvas art was at Target. It's actually in the video game section, so go there. So yeah, I dig everything I see, but we'll have to see how it actually looks. Thoughts on Beast Morphers? Great season so far. It's not groundbreaking yet, but it's enjoyable at the very least, so I'll give it that. I can watch it without being angry. So yeah, nothing groundbreaking, but enjoyable. But supposedly season 2 is going to blow our minds. So, excuse me. Sentai, do I want adapted next? Tokuger, because I just don't want to miss one. I'd rather every Sentai get adapted. Let's just do them all. I want my figures. I want my figures more than anything. Battle for the Good DLC hopes. Shadow Ranger is a big one. Solaris Knight is a big one. Korag or Wolf Warrior is a big one. Bridge would be really cool, just as a favorite like ranger of mine. So yeah, those would be my top 4, I think. Where would you rank Zeo? Kind of mid-tier, lower mid-tier probably. It picked up a lot, but it was so mucky in the beginning that I just can't really rank it that high. I can hug a Snorlax. I got a big ass plush over there. I'll bring him into like the next live stream I do. If I don't need this table, I'll just plop him on the table. It'll be funny. Hopes for the Lightning Collection. Pretty much the same Rangers I just listed for the DLC for Battle of the Grid, except we got Shadow already. So I'll replace Shadow with Udana. Do I look at comic previews? Unfortunately, if they come across my Twitter like timeline, then I look at them, and unfortunately I did, because now I really want it to be tomorrow so I can go get a comic book. Volume issues, I haven't touched the volume at all, but I told you it wasn't good at the beginning, but everyone said it was okay. So, I don't know. I hope it fixes itself, though. Out of the 4 riders, what's my favorite from 01? The Vulcan. The wolf guy. Because I love wolves. That's honestly the numbers. I like the gun changer too. One, I really like gun changers. I thought they're great. I just like weapon-based changers a lot. And the fact that it can clip on as like a normal belt driver, I think is just really cool. It's the best of both worlds. So I really, like I said, wolves more than anything. Let's go back and do Go Ranger. Sure, why not? Let's do it. The hot 70s filming. 70s? 70s, right? I don't math. I'm sorry. Have I given thoughts about Dexit yet? No. Easiest thought I can give about that is I honestly don't care and I wish everyone would shut up. I get it. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to put people's heads on pitchforks. I think everything will be rectified at some point in the future. Is how I feel about it. Like I think it's too soon to start with like the flaming pitchfork thing. But I get not being happy about it. Like I'm not happy about it. But I also don't particularly care because I don't play competitive and I don't transfer Pokemon ever. Like I bond with the Pokemon that I use in the game. And then I'm like, yay, I love these Pokemon. They're my team here. And I keep them there because they're attached to that region's version of me. I don't want to bring them anywhere else because that's where they live. But that's me. That's how I work on things. But yeah, I get not being happy about it at all. I'm not going to dismiss anybody that's not happy about it. But I will dismiss you if you start attacking people for it. Because that's not fun. Be nice. Be nice. Thoughts on Beyond the Grid? I thought it was terrible. Adam, you know I think it was terrible. Why are you asking me this? Ideal Power Ranger game? I would love an update to the Super Legends game, but like make it a more fleshed out game, like where you travel to different Ranger worlds. Make a Shattered Grid game, except just don't use like the Shattered Grid story because I think that's played out by now. But just like a Ranger game where you're like a new team of Rangers. Make a Hyperforce game. Hold on, backtrack, pause the chat. Go backwards. Hyperforce video game. You pick a Hyperforce Ranger, and it's like the old Power Ranger games where it's like side scroller and you just like go to the side and you beat them up and stuff. Because those games are great. Marvel, actually, no, scratch that. Scratch the side scrolling. Scratch it. Just get rid of it. Crumble it up and throw it away. Take the engine from Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 and turn into a Hyperforce video game. Do it now. Now. That is what I want in life. Oh, now I'm mad because it doesn't exist. You could go through time and visit all the Ranger things to stop whatever they decide the bad guy to be. Now I am mad. Why? Why? No. Now I'm upset. That's such a good idea. And now it'll never get made because I said this. And then they're like, oh, we could sue if we made that. No, I won't sue you. Just take my idea, please. Somebody. Take it and run with it. Now I'm going to be sad all night because I just want that video game to exist. SPD Orange Ranger for Battle for the Grid. Yes, please. I already said my thoughts on Kamen Rider. Looks cool. Kind of excited for it. Excited to watch it. I'm always excited to watch it. It's just whether I can battle my inner demons of fighting off the toy line. That's really what it comes down to. Comparing Samurai to Beast Morphers, do you think that Samurai is as good as Beast Morphers? No, Samurai is not as good as Beast Morphers. I think Beast Morphers is better at the moment. It could go downhill. Dino Charge went downhill. Beyond garbage, am I right? Yeah, you are. You're right. What if Hasbro brought... Oh, no. Back the action card game, but they have Wizards of the Coast make it? Yes. I've been talking about this with my friend. I feel the mechanics of the Transformers card game could work well for a Power Rangers card game. So if they wanted to do that, they could. But I would love an actual Power Rangers card game. I would just die and play it all the time. But please be better than the action card game because even I didn't want to play the action card game. So please be better than that. But if Bandai still had it, I think you could make a Power Rangers card game kind of based off of Super's card game. But Bandai doesn't own it here anymore, so that's not going to happen. I wonder if you can get Sentai stuff in like a Japanese version of the Chrono Clash system. I don't know. Things are weird. But anyway, moving along. Where am I? They should just make a Power Rangers Hyperforce game. Yes. If you beat me to that thought process, A+. I don't know what time it was because I just flipped a biscuit about it. But yes, they should. What Sentai Rider do you want to watch but I haven't yet? I've seen all the Rider I care to watch, which is all Heisei. I would love to see some Showa, but I'm not super I don't feel the need to right now. I'd rather watch more Sentai to get more of that underneath my belt. But in terms of Sentai, actually, I wouldn't mind watching like Black or Black RX. To be honest, because I haven't seen those yet. Backtracking. For Sentai, I still haven't seen Aba Ranger or Hurricaneger yet, and I would love to see those. So that's kind of where I'm at that, anyway. Oh, you're right. My house is bugged. Oh, we're doing it. We got the game, boys. We got the game. When Gen Con is? Actually, I don't know when Gen Con is. Hi, Eugene. Missed your message. Going through here. What do you think of the Lightning Collection Craig and Udana? Yes, please. Yes, please. If I was entering our Power Rangers contest, that would probably be my pick, is Udana and Korak, actually. Joey, I'll talk to you on Saturday about the thing about Chrono Clash is Bandai, and Power Rangers is now Hasbro owned in the US. And so if anything Power Rangers was put into Chrono Clash, it would have to be in Japan only via Sentai. And I don't think it would work. I think it would work game-wise, but I just don't think it would work rights-wise. But we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, Mega Blaze, you have a point. They asked what Hyperforce features and they just said no comment. Like, I understand they don't want to say no to anything ever, but it's not a no, so it's better than a no. We had at the same time. Yes. Teamwork. High five. Opinion on Geo. I think it's okay. You got to go all the way back on Toy Spider-Man. I actually do want to watch Toy Spider-Man. Is that subbed anywhere? I know Chris, like Long's Toys Chris, was watching it through like a DVD set he got at a convention. But I would love to watch Toy Spider-Man. That's like making a comeback too. With like merchandise and stuff. There's like shirts at FYE or something. I have to look for them next time I go to round 1. Because FYE is right across from round 1 in the mall. But yeah, I really want them to have a Power Rangers card game. I really do. I'd rather it not play like the Transformers game, just because I would like something different. And Wizards isn't the type of company that like makes a game system. They just make a lot of games. So I think it would be a new game. I would help them make it because I want it to exist. 9 months to prep. And they are good at keeping secrets. Please. I really want more Hyperforce. Like I said, if Hyper RPG never gets to do another Hyperforce season, I'm okay with that. But I want them to a lot because it was very enjoyable to watch. But I love those characters. I love that cast. I would love to see them in like an animated series, or those characters continue on in a comic book, or please just a season 2. I love Hyperforce. I'm sorry. Toei Spider-Man and Spider-Verse 2 would be dope. Like, Spider-Verse 2 is still animated, but the Toei Spider-Man character is an actual human being in the suit in front of a green screen, and they just compose him into each scene. Can that happen? That would actually look garbage, so we don't want him to be a main character, but he needs to be in there. The Gundam Universe. Oh, Gundam Universe. Yes. Speaking of that, I'm not huge into Gundam, but the wing, the Gundam wing figure for the Universe line looks great. I want it. So I went to GameStop and they had the Unicorn Gundam there, but they didn't have Wing. But if I see Wing there, I would pick up Wing, or I might order Wing from like HLJ. But yeah, those figures do look good. I'll probably pick up the suits I like, which is mostly just Wing and G, were like the series I actually kept up with. But all right, bye-bye, Joey. Have fun raiding. I'm about to end this pretty soon anyhow. There's some interesting news. What news was there? I didn't get a chance to watch The Honest Hour yet. I usually do, but I haven't yet. Yes, they did end on a dark cliffhanger. They need to continue. They really do. Ooh, a Zeo finale comic series from Boom, like a one-shot? That would be really good. Also, yes, Heavy Arms for the win. I like all the wing suits, to be honest. Death Scythe was my favorite for a long time. Heavy Arms is great, just the big guns. Was it Shenlong? Was the dragon one with the little arms? Wing was great. Yeah, like a one-shot Zeo finale would be perfect. Oh yeah, I did see the producer say that about the Toei Spider-Man. In like a Spider-Verse too. Boom in one shot comics. I agree with that. Before we knew that Go-Go was gonna transfer into post Shattered Grid, pre Necessary Evil, like that time frame, I wanted Go-Go, if it was gonna end, to transition into a one shot or like mini arc where it just there's stories set in different worlds. So like you'd have like a four issues. So you'd get like 3 arcs a year. So you do like a 4-issue run of like an SPD story, and like a 4-issue run of like a samurai story, and so on and so forth. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, Amazon has them? Okay. I think Endless Waltz Wing Zero looks cooler. Obviously, the original one's more practical because it doesn't have giant, weird angel wings, but the angel wings look cooler. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of wrap this up. We've been going a little bit over an hour and 45 minutes. And we got a lot done. We unboxed all these. We had a nice little chit chat for 15 minutes or so. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I always have fun streaming, and I just don't ever do it enough, to be honest. But yeah, we'll work something out. I might transition over to Twitch maybe to do streams like that, or just keep doing them here like this. I don't know. I haven't figured any of this out yet. I really haven't. Anyway, I hope the audio quality was okay. I hope the video quality was okay. And stuff like that. So all of this beautifulness over here, I hope to eventually have photographed decently and put on my blog. Again, if not, I feel there's probably a lot of outlets that will do that better than anything I could ever do. So I'll try to link to those. And for in terms of my opinions on things, I'll either do a chat video or a written write-up for all this stuff. So that is that. Yeah. So anything else before I jettison myself away from here and eat some dinner? Probably not. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. All that fun stuff. Should Hasbro put Build-A-Figures? No, don't do Build-A-Figures, please, unless they're good. But the Lightning Collection figures already, like, I wouldn't want them to dip into like the human heads or anything like that to do a Build-A-Figure. I think that's bad. Just keep doing like the human heads and the accessories and stuff. I wouldn't want them to compensate that. So yeah. So that is all. Cutting off the questions. If you need anything, hit me up on Twitter. Leave comments down below. All that fun stuff. We'll hopefully do some more live streams in the future. And again, I do hope to be back full time, as whatever full time actually means, as soon as I get all of this situated, which will hopefully not be too much longer. But we shall see. I'm slow on a lot of things. I'm terrible and awful, and I'm sorry. But that is that. So as always, thanks for watching. Take care and have a great one.